from staff.
Nothing.
I'm good.
Mr. Williams?
I don't have anything either.
You okay? We're going on agenda item C, staff reports. We covered that. Agenda item D, consent agenda. Approved September 9th. Oh, I'm sorry. Consent agenda. City Attorney? Yeah, consent agenda approved September
Okay.
19th, 2023 CRA meeting minutes. Recommendation is approved.
Move to approve.
Second.
Consent agenda.
We have a motion and a second to approve September 19th minutes. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. 4-0, passes. Agenda item E, old business, nothing. Agenda item F, new business, approved.
Okay, item 1, approve the Commercial Visual Improvement Grant Program Agreement between CRA and Gregory DiPolito and Penelope DiPolito. Staff Representative Devin Talley, CRA Administrator. Staff recommendation, discuss and approve.
Move to discuss and approve.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Here's this right here.
No, I'm sorry. Rookie mistake. We were voting that motion
To
to
discuss.
discuss.
Good evening, Vice Mayor and Commissioners. Devin Talley, CRA Administrator. What's being brought to you today is our grant program agreement between the CRA and Gregory DiPolito and Penelope DiPolito. They are the owners of 102 and 150 Woodland Avenue for the Woodland Business Center. And this is being brought for you because our grant program has a CRA contribution maximum amount of $25,000. And it stipulates in our application that if the applicants are requesting for more than that, it has to be brought to the CRA board for approval. So at this time, the DiPolitos are asking for $50,000 as the CRA maximum contribution for their project, valued at $100,000.
And so that's the 50,000 still a matching grant, and the crux of this whole thing is it's not doing what they're gonna do with this grant money and their other matching funds is going to help that entire basin, that whole neighborhood area with stormwater runoff. So it's greater than just this one property, and therefore I support the $50,000 grant.
Any other comments?
Yeah, I tend to agree. I think it's, no one fell swoop is going to fix everything, but this is a step in the right direction. It's the kind of thing that these grants are set aside for, and they've gone through the process to apply for it and are looking to make improvements. I think this just is a no-brainer.
I just want to hear a little bit about their discussion on it, like their plans. I mean, I looked at the drawing, but it'd be cool if I just got a little verbal description of what you guys are going to do, if that's okay.
Yep.
Just give her a thumbnail, or give us a thumbnail of what the project plan is about.
Skip, this is the one that we talked about previously, right?
Yeah.
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 It's a-
Okay, so
Make sure I'm
what, your question was what we're planning on doing?
Yeah.
Okay, so what we're trying to do is put in a retention area for the stormwater that comes in off the road and everywhere else down to our property. Previously, you've seen the pictures of what happens on a bad day. Okay, so we're trying to make an area where this water can safely go and not inundate the storm drains in the area, so that the folks outside of our area can get their water in first, obviously, or it will get in there because now all this other water will be going not into the storm drains and keeping them clear, so these other folks that get flooded in their homes and everything else will be able to get in there first. So that's what we're trying to do, and how we're going to accomplish that. Go ahead. You got a
Yeah, I
question?
was just saying, I was seeing you guys were going to put up like retaining walls and stuff.
Yes.
That's how you're accomplishing that. And
We're going to put a retaining wall 4 foot around the whole area. We're going to cut off two entrances where water comes in now exponentially, and all the way around, and it'll hold, initially we said 24,000 gallons, but it'll actually hold more than that, because unlike other retention areas, this one has a dry mass of earth up there that will suck that water in first, and it always stays dry because it's above, and so it'll suck that water in first. So I'm thinking that, you're probably gonna do double that when it's all said and done, which is a lot of water, but on a bad day, like you saw the pictures, that's a lot of water.
So it's a wall and a retention area. So all that initial flood water that comes from all the surrounding neighborhood will go into the retention area. And then if that gets overcome in a torrential flash flood, then the wall will actually protect it from, it'll force it around the corner toward the river versus making his property the retention pond of the neighborhood again.
Okay.
Any question?
Where is the retention area?
Okay, so so you have the sidewalk.
Yeah.
And 4 to 5 feet back from that is where that wall is. Yeah, those berms, like I say, they come down, and we're just
Yeah.
gonna cut that off and make the retention area all the way around. The water comes in on the northeast corner, the worst. Okay, and it's gonna hit a 2 foot by 2 foot by 20 foot trench grate drain. And it's gonna take that water, it's gonna divert it right, into that retention area. And it'll safely sit there until it percolates out into the aquifer. It won't be going back into the river. It'll be sitting there. Now, let's say we have an event that even goes over top of that. There's weirs built into, there's little cutouts built over there by those storm drains. So if it goes up and over, starts to come over, it'll start going through those cutouts and into the storm drain.
Is there any risk that in an extreme event that would back up and then make it worse for the adjacent properties
No,
on the
because the
northeast
storm
corner?
drains will be clear. They'll take anything that's coming out of that at that point.
So is anyone, like city engineering, thumbs up, thumbs down on this, or is this just all his engineering assessment?
They've looked at it, and the last time we met, they were on board with it. And he also has a signed and sealed set of plans from an engineer that he had hired too.
Yeah, TJ.
Yeah, I saw that, and you had obviously the pictures that have been floating around. I just don't want to have an unforeseen collateral damage to an adjacent property that we don't realize, right? And then
I don't
we
think
get
that
into
was
this-
ever,
Yeah. So another question, just a formality for the attorney. So the agenda item memo references 25,000, which is what the ordinance or the charter, whatever we approved, was the limit, but within the agreement, it was 50,000. Are we okay there?
Devin explained that. Okay, but if you're lost.
I don't know which one takes precedence. I'm assuming that the agreement takes precedence, but I just didn't.
Yes, it would. It's discretionary with you. You would need to make an affirmative finding that the 50,000 is appropriate.
Okay.
And it's my understanding that people have not been applying for these grants.
Yes, at this time, the Dippolitos are the only applicant we have for our grant right now.
Okay, and so there's money there.
So I'd like to move to approve the agreement that we have in front of us between the CRA and the property and the property owners at 102 and 150 Woodland Avenue.
I second that, and I just want to say, I mean, I think the bigger problem is we really need to focus or make plans to clean out our own storm water drains and systems, and that would really help what we need to do. But since we tried to get our lobby people to get money, like $8.5 million, and we didn't get it. I think to help their situation, I think definitely this is a good way to go until we can solve the bigger problem.
Concur.
Any public comment? No? Okay, we have a motion and a second. We'll take a vote. All in favor? Aye. Motion passes 4-0. On to agenda item G, announcements and public comment, not related to CRA. Okay, meeting adjourned.